Welcome to West Coast Live, everybody. Tonight we're going to have George Avila from VTPA and Steve Brad Campbell, the Canucks from Oregon. So
Oregon,
far,
Canada.
From Oregon. Oh, yeah, I'm above Oregon. Sorry, Canada.
Yeah, the Canucks from
retake. Yeah.
That's the Nevada part coming out.
Yeah,
around Nebraska, up north,
the Canucks. But so far, we haven't had anybody on yet. What's the deal?
Hey, we're on here. So, hey, we got John Boyer and Chris Daniels. You guys are going out to Illinois in May. That's going to be awesome.
Hey,
got some West Coast guys that are heading out to big pull out there. That's going to be great. Good representation, you guys, and Donnie.
Yeah.
And, man, it's going to be awesome. Jace, Big J, it's going to be good.
Hey, Jason, did you see we took on a new title here? The CMO of DDC.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, that's Chief Marketing Officer at Dirty Duck Customs.
Yeah. Hey, I got some ducks. They crawled up from the lake, man. I can grab them in the house. Real ones, not no fake stuff. No, they've been hanging out. They're all over town right now.
Yeah. My spies, see.
My spies. Good to see you guys. Everybody's going to be doing good this year.
Yeah, I got duck calls hanging from the rear view mirror in the truck now, so we're ready to go.
Yeah.
JB, you got a smiley face on your hand. That's that Mopar grease. You got two eyes and then like a frown. So hopefully turn that frown around. Get them.
Most trucks
good.
Most trucks that's leaking horsepower, but in his case, I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
When Chevys leak horsepower, it just provides traction.
Oh yeah, it's usually when a couple of rods are sticking out.
Yeah. Come on, Chris,
I know the reason why George ain't getting on yet. I got to send him the link. Rookie.
Isn't Canadian time like an hour difference? So maybe we should have called them an hour ago. Up north there, they got all that Molson beer. That's pretty good stuff.
Know. Yeah. What kind of beer is that up there?
They got Molson and Labatt Blue.
Oh wow! Is that
not
made
like
from
Oregon,
moose pea or something? Make that stuff out of moose pea?
I get, yeah. That.
I knew I forgot something. I forgot to send George the damn link.
Oh, geez. You're not CMO anymore.
He was sitting there texting me, says, I'm sitting in front of the computer waiting for the link. I'm like, oh, crap.
Oh, geez. Rookie.
I pulled a
welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good week. It's Wednesday, so
it's warming up. It's finally dry.
Hump day.
Yeah, we got no rain up here, so that's kind of nice. It's been good with some sun again.
Yeah.
Chris, no snow? You good?
No, we're good. It was beautiful the last few days. Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
Snow's a mountain.
Oh, since we're waiting for him to waiting for George to pop on too, Matt Beechler got a hold of me yesterday and put the word out across Facebook and everything else. He's looking for a Dana 70 front end. They're building another truck. They're building a country / their area. It's a super stock, but building it for his son. They're looking for a Dana 70 front axle because they need an axle shaft.
Oh wow!
So I told him I'd put that out there when we were on the night because he called me last night.
And I'm looking for an MSD 10 coil.
I've been looking, Chris. I called a couple drag racing buddies. They don't got nothing laying around, but yeah, I'll keep looking.
Maybe somebody out there knows somebody that has some. had one.
I'm still looking for that 10-pound bag of $100 bills. I'll
Well,
share it.
Good luck.
We can all share it,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
10-pound bag. That'd be a pretty sizable amount.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I think it'd be good.
That'd cover a few bills.
Then you guys both can put a Chevy in your truck and
Oh, geez.
Oh,
Jeez. Well, between the Ford and the Mopar, we could put like probably 4 Chevys in there.
Yeah, you probably know.
Ford or Mopar, right?
Yeah,
but it wouldn't make the power of the one Ford or Mopar. So, what's the use?
Especially Ford, man. Why is everything so expensive with Ford? That's because it's good stuff, right, Chris?
Well, yeah. Well, you get what you pay for.
Right? That's right. That's right.
Pay for good parts, you're gonna get good horsepower.
Boy, Gish is missing a good intro.
I like.
Yeah, he is. There's
like
George.
There's George.
Hey,
George.
Buddy.
Hey, I'm not computer savvy, so give me a break here.
And I'm the idiot that forgot to send the link. So
yeah. He's not CMO anymore. He's fired.
George, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you, gentlemen?
We're doing great. Doing great.
Good. So tell us about this May Day fair, huh?
Well, May Day Fair, I don't know how many years, a long time, probably over 30 years, and continuous, and it keeps to grow. Used to be 2 sled, now it's a 3 sled show, a lot of iron, and it's one of the earlier ones in the year, so everybody, that's been sitting around all winter now is ready to get out and test their iron and make sure they put it together right. So looking forward to it. It's always it's a good venue, good track. One of the very few tracks around that I go to anymore that still gets you a good bite. Not Turlock, hallelujah. So
no, I like Turlock at all. No, Banos has good dirt there.
Yeah, so it's scheduled for 7 o'clock. Scales 2 to 5, I believe, is how it's set up, and looking forward to putting on a good show for the people over there.
There it is.
All right,
there it is, guys.
Yeah. 3 sled. That's great. That's a lot of action for everybody to watch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we used to have 2 VTPA used to have 2 pulls there a year because we used to do the Los Banos FFA in October, but they stopped doing that one several years ago. But it's always been that's one of the most consistent, I'd say one of the most consistent tracks that we have out here. It doesn't vary too often.
No, and the guys have been doing it over the years long enough that they know how to put it together. We get some farmers there that volunteer the equipment, and we go to town on it. And like I said, usually pretty good track, one of the better ones that I'm concerned with, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Hey, Trevor. Yeah, that's what it takes is people to help out every year to get put on these shows.
Oh, for sure. I know you guys are somewhat aware of it, but most of these guys that come pull have no clue what it takes to get put one of these together. It's quite a chore.
Yep. Oh yeah, you got to work it.
Yeah.
And you only have a short window too. You got to work it really quick.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Get it done, and hopefully it turns out good.
Yeah, and whenever, sometimes it doesn't work out, but I guess the bottom line is I always say, hey, we're all on the same track.
There you go.
There you go. So, you want it. Everybody wants a good track. I don't know anybody who doesn't, but hey, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes Mother Nature didn't cooperate or something else happened. And hey,
right.
I'm pulling on the same track as you are. Let's do what we can.
Yep.
No, that's great, man. That sounds good. You guys have been doing that a long time. So I know, people remember all the old days and new days. So it's great to have some event that keeps coming back. Everybody looks forward to it.
Yep.
That's just
Everybody looks forward to it.
That's just like with the club with having Gustine. Gustine's been on the same day for, what did we say, George, 37 years now?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's coming up on 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah. July 3rd. It's been the same date every year. It doesn't matter if it's on a Monday, Wednesday, Sunday. It's the same date. The only time we have not had it was in 2020.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's quite a tradition, and they always fill the stands there. It's great. The community comes out and supports it, and we're usually able to put on a great show there under the circumstances. I mean, we can't have any big motors there, wild ones, because it's a small track, and very unique also that we pull toward each other so we can keep the show moving with the two sleds, and probably nowhere else do they do that. And we had to figure out a way to keep the show moving. So when one's going back, the other one is leaving.
Yeah.
And in that one there too, it also
you have jousting.
Pretty much. Well, and that one there also proves how much the fans want to stay there and watch the show too, because it's always one of the hottest days in California, and the stands point right at the sun.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And the stands are always full.
Wow.
No, it's a great crowd, and they know they sell out their linguiças and everything, so everything's clean at the end of the night.
Yeah,
linguiças, yes, Portugal, man.
That's something,
right on, brother.
That's something that Poland should do. Like every track, just like baseball, every place has its own special food, right?
Yeah, that'd be good.
So we should do the same thing with Poland. Like every track has its own special food,
There's only one problem with that.
Huh?
We got to take more weight off the truck.
Well, yeah, but or we can move the weight class up,
Yeah, there we go.
They don't have milkshakes everywhere, JB, or Reese's.
Yeah,
so, you're good, man. I mean, I'm bad with that too, but the linguiça, yeah.
Joker would have to sit on the back of half breed instead of the front.
Yeah. You really might have to put a blower on that,
I got one. It's sitting right there in the shop, so it's coming one day. We'll get it. Little noise.
Waiting on your Ford block.
Yeah, I'm getting 429. I got one out of a cop car. Oh, police interceptor, Chris.
Right.
70.
Awesome.
So, George, I know we've done this before and stuff, but talk a little bit about VTPA and the history of VTPA.
Well, started, I don't know, I think way back in the early 80s, a bunch of guys got together and started with the antiques, and it's just continued to grow from there. It's like every other organization, I guess, had its ups and downs, and as many as 12 pulls a year, as little as 4 a year sometimes, because of the outside venues may not want us or can't afford us or whatever the reasoning might be. And same thing like any other organization. You got a handful of guys that do the majority of the work and take the responsibility and keep the organization afloat and moving forward. And we're always trying to find ways also to get kids back in here too. And then we're great for a starter. Yes. If you just got your old pickup at home or you got a tractor, we always say pull it out of the weeds and want to come play and get your feet wet. We're the place to be. And we try to be friendly in all that regards. We don't want to embarrass anybody. We want you to get hooked, so to speak, and get that bug. Yeah. And we want you to grow and expand and hopefully stay with us. And a lot of them do. Some of these guys never get out of the antiques, and that's fine. The antiques may not be, the showstopper, if you will, but it's very competitive within itself, and have a great time with that.
Well, each class, they compete against each other.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The one thing that we've discussed this in meetings before and stuff, and the one thing we're finding out though is an antique, what we consider an antique is now to the kids nowadays is ancient.
Yeah.
An antique to them is a 1990s tractor.
Yeah. Or truck.
And
or truck, yeah.
And we're actually talking about changing stuff to adapt to that and having classes where we got later model tractors and stuff like that, because the kids will be more into pulling one of those as an antique versus an old Johnny Popper. Yeah. So,
that's true. I mean, we can't stay stagnant. You got to move with the times. Otherwise, you're going to be left in the dust. Yeah. So I know a number of years ago, one guy wanted to come in and create I forgot what he wanted to call it, but he wanted to put the late model engines, I'm talking automotive engines in them now, in what we call our class, the economy modified. Well, the rules said no aluminum heads and no, a number of other things. Well, the new cars are all they're stock with aluminum heads.
Right.
So we had to adapt for the your Vortexes and your LX1s and whatever's out there. And a lot of the guys, a lot smarter than me, which is most of them, said that those new motors would just blow those old ones out of the grandstands.
Yeah.
So we decided to just create another class for that type of a thing.
There you go.
Move on, because you know what? Like you're saying, mine is an antique, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so you got to keep moving with the times and go forward. And it's still economical, because now you go to the auto wrecker and you can't find a 1970 440 or whatever it is.
Oh man!
Now you got the turbos and whatever else coming, and they're stock.
Right.
Yeah, harder and harder.
Yep.
But yeah, so let me bring up the picture again. May 4th. May 4th, Los Banos, 7 p.m. show. Scales 2 to 5. All classes are welcome. We're going to have all the antique classes, street pickup classes, street 4-wheel drive classes, all the way from street, super stock, country, on up the line, pro mod. And then we'll also have I think we got the 93s too, don't we, George?
Yes.
The 93 Super Farms.
Super Farms. Any multi-engines?
No multis.
Multis.
But all classes are welcome. We did.
The multis are welcome, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Super Farms, they're pretty badass.
And then I don't know. I haven't talked to Alan lately, but I think Alan might have his tractor there. I'm not sure, but
oh boy.
But yeah, so May 4th, Los Banos Fairgrounds. It's a May Day fair, so there'll be events at the fair too. You can go get a ice cream, like Joker said, a milkshake and a fall cake or something.
Well, if it's a fair, you got to get your corn dogs. So
yeah, get your corn dogs too. So,
big corn dogs, big ones.
But yeah,
right on. Good show.
Chris, ask your question for George.
George, if you had an opportunity to drive anybody's pulling vehicle, whose would it be and where would it be?
Well,
you can't say your brother's truck with a motor.
That's
antique. We don't want to drive that.
Being a Moline guy in Washington, my understanding is it's a pretty tough tractor to beat. So I'd love to drive this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Scrappy.
Yeah.
This Moline tractor.
Yep.
And
it's apart right now, but he's getting it back together.
I think
I'd want to drive Scrappy and probably Tacoma or something like that. The big crowd.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, we might see Scrappy in May.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know if he made the list or not.
I don't know if he.
That's my color tractor, so that's what I'd like to try.
I don't know if he'll be back together, but he may. But he's a runner when he's running.
Oh yeah, he's got it figured out.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's impressive, for sure.
So yeah,
thank you, George.
VTPA.
Yeah, thank you, George.
And then also June 8th.
You talking about
the 8th will be Merced.
Merced is the Friday. I think it's the 7th. It's always been a Friday at Merced.
June 7th.
That's for the Flash Caught Air last year.
Yeah.
Go to Valley Tractor Pullers Association on Facebook. Dylan keeps that up pretty good. He'll put the information out there. He is working on putting together a check-in procedure for trucks online so that we can get further ahead on that. So he's working on that system.
Yeah, everybody's going to that. It's the way to go.
Come out May 4th to Los Banos.
Yeah. You bet. Support these guys every year. They have
guys keep an eye out, because we are trying to come into the 21st century with the entries and stuff, and do it electronically so we can get a little bit ahead of the game.
Yeah,
it's tough to keep up with doing everything at the stands or at the check-in table, and then you guys, I freak out or I don't like it, but with the forms we have now because of the insurance, bring a couple pins.
Yeah.
Just for the insurance this year, we got 3 forms.
Oh, wow.
Just for signing the insurance. Los Banos itself has 3 forms.
Wow.
And we have 1. So there's going to be at least 7 forms, and we got no options. It's tough enough to get the insurance,
Yeah.
period. And then you got to play with them. You got no
Yeah,
other.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'll sign as many forms as it takes as long as we keep pulling.
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah, brother.
So, but people get sometimes upset about it. And I go, I can't do anything.
Well, don't worry about it, George. If they want to pull bad enough,
I know, but it's just something we want to streamline, and that's one thing we can't do anything about. Some of this other stuff we can make easier. You know, you can do it a week or a day before or 3 days before online and be done with it. Yeah. And just, you know, the idea is just to show up, maybe have an adult beverage while you're waiting, and then go pull. Have a good time.
Right. Yeah. It's all right.
You got it, George. I always got those, man. We're good.
Yeah.
That's why I bring the wife. She fills out the forms, so I don't have to worry about it. She didn't hear me either. Thank God. No, she did. But yeah.
Go to the website. I just noticed that Dylan put up the flyer already for Merced, so it's up there.
Cool. Yeah. Right on.
So he's got Merced's up already?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So
right on.
Well, thank you, George.
Yeah.
Thanks, George.
Glad to come out and promote.
You bet.
Say hi to you guys. You guys, hopefully everybody's doing well, and I'd love to see it at all our polls also. Doors are always open for you guys.
Right on, George.
We'll even allow them 2-wheelers, right, George?
Pardon me?
We'll even allow them 2-wheelers, right, George?
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
You bring it, we'll hook it, no problem.
He might have to fill out 8 forms, you know.
There's a few of them fruits around. I gotta fill it out with a Sharpie, you know.
He's got to get out of the house so he can go, you know.
All right, George. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
right,
George.
guys. Have a good program.
Take it easy, man. Thank you. So there they are.
Hey,
Steve Campbell, the world famous Brad and Steve Campbell.
Got them.
Brad and Steve Campbell. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Jason, how are you guys? John, Chris?
Doing good, man.
Doing good?
Doing good,
Who's
man.
that old guy
rain
next to
now,
you?
No rain. We're good.
You recognize him?
Yeah, man, barely. You know, Brad, is that you?
Welcome to the Great White North.
Yeah. You guys have indoor power and everything.
Yeah.
We still live where the Hoodiols bugger the chickens.
Yeah. I knew it'd be awesome having you guys on.
No billy clubs up there in your trucks. You guys got hockey sticks, so that'll still take somebody out. You're good.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't take your teeth out.
How's it going, guys?
Good, man. How are you guys?
We're good. Yeah, good to have you guys on here, man. You guys, I mean,
we watch it every week.
Every week, yeah, Brad. You guys have pulled everything, tractors, trucks, all of it, huh?
Yeah, we watch. We keep tuned in. We like watching. We don't want to. We can't quit totally. We got to keep watching something.
Looks like the wrecking yard is doing good. You guys doing good up there? Always see stuff posted, so that's good.
Yeah, it's very, very busy.
Good.
You guys have built and bought and sold a lot of pulling rigs throughout the years.
We certainly have.
So first question is, which one out of all of them was your favorite? The good one, Brad. That was a good one.
The multis were always the funnest. I mean, you really didn't back in the day when we had the 4-engine. Is between that tractor and Vucci's. I mean, it was 1, 2, 2, 1. Not many, you know. There, Jack was. I believe Jack was still there in that time, but I think he only had 3. But it was a lot of times where we would be in Yakima, we'd be in Portland or somewhere in Oregon. It would be Vucci 1, us 2nd, us next weekend, vice versa. So it was pretty cool. I mean, the mod tractors is hands down the most fun.
Yeah. Better
than your favorite drive.
That was the big learning curve. That thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Totally different.
Totally different. Yeah. But you know, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with it. We made a lot of pulls, but we struggled with it for the first year quite largely. It took us a lot to get it to work, and we burnt more APUs out of that thing trying to start it because we were not 100% sure how to start it and get off the igniter to light it, and it was tough. But Bradley here, he's the scientist of building APUs. I mean, he could build them in his sleep when we were broke.
Oh wow. When you were broke, whatever.
That jet tractor, the best pass it ever made was when we were in Spokane.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing, I was so tickled pink because of the fact we struggled all year long with it. And I had a bad leg, and you could see me with my cane in my hand. And when he went down the track, at there I am trying to pull a sled.
Yeah.
When he went down the track, and the tire speed was 160 miles an hour, and we went 53 miles an hour pulling the sled.
Wow.
And he went to the end, and I said, "Did you see the Coca-Cola truck at the end?" No, I thought it said Pepsi.
Yeah. A blur, nothing but a blur. Huh?
But that was a great time having that. But when we started way back in the early 70s, 1970s, and with the two-wheel drive, parts and pieces, we went a lot of places with that truck.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of shows with USA, SRO. There was 12 events at BC Place Stadium in Vancouver over the years. I promoted those with the USA and SRO. I invited everybody, and all my friends came. I invited all the guys. You know, there's a lot of them that aren't with us today.
Right.
But you know what? We had a great time. And
I hear stories. That was like one of the greatest pulls I ever been to was up there.
Yeah, at the BC Place.
Like 150 hooks or something, all kinds of trucks, tractors everywhere.
Yep.
Yes, it was a fantastic place. And if I could do it again, I would do it like Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Where you qualify, then you come. But the biggest problem nowadays is getting the big sponsor, you know, and we all know what that's all about.
Oh, boy.
And it's a huge dollar figure to get started, but and make the show go. But once you make it go, you know yourself. If you've been to Kentucky, I've been there 4 times and pulled in Kentucky, and it's just crazy, you know. The amount of people. BC Place Stadium holds 75,000 people.
Wow. Yeah.
So in 1986, NTPA came with USA, and they put 72,000 people in the grandstands, and we came back the next day and did it again.
Wow.
So, yeah, it just goes to show you. Yeah. And there hasn't been one in the stadium for 15 or 18 years. So
at least.
What's that tell you? It means to get the right guy with the right dollars. It says, hey, Brad Campbell, you look after it. Yeah. I'll do it. I mean, I'm 71 years old now, and God damn it, I still feel good.
You got Steve. He can run. You know?
I'm like the rest of the bunch. Ronnie Melling, Dennis Mars, and all my friends. You know, Leroy Vieira.
Yeah.
All my friends.
Yeah.
We lost Dave Ramos. You know.
Yeah.
All my friend Jim Green, we lost him. A lot of guys that we've pulled with over the years that I've been. My son grew up pulling.
Yeah.
He was 4 years old when we got our first puller.
Well, now you got his kids growing up, and we're taking over. We're doing it, you know.
We wanted to do that with our first two-wheel drive, but it just didn't happen. So, and that it was parts and pieces of the yellow truck, the 48 Ford. But it is what it is, and maybe you never know. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Is Ronnie
pulling rig?
Is Ronnie watching tonight? Maybe, yeah.
Maybe he might be.
He is.
Yeah,
Mr. Mellon,
see something in the background.
He usually is.
So we've been prodding him quite a bit. I
bet you have.
Well, we bought the 4-engine tractor off Ronnie. We bought the Falcon off Ronnie, and the only thing left for us to have is the Falcon. And he always said, nobody will get the Falcon unless you guys. That was the old ZZY ZX tractor.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
And I'll tell you something. When I got that from Ronnie, that thing had more broken parts in it than you could. A guy falling down and breaking his leg 15 times.
He ran the hell out of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's Ron, though, man. He just got it. Rock and roll, Ron Mueller.
Rock and roll.
Get after it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. So,
well, gosh, he had 6 pulling vehicles to take care of. It's no wonder that something got let.
Hey, you guys, I'm telling you, he told me he used to have nightmares about adjusting valves.
Yeah.
Before he go to a pull, he'd get up in the morning, they'd go somewhere and go, man, did I adjust the valves on that? Because, he had the tractor, the Falcon, the Falconette. So that's a lot of motors to think about,
Not to
and
mention,
you know what, Jason, one thing about it, all our vehicles had the valves all adjusted after every pull. And I would not allow that not to happen, just to make sure in case something was wrong. And, when we went to Hawaii and pulled in Hawaii in 95 and with the 2-wheel drive and the tractor, we came home from Hawaii. The next weekend, Stephen drove the tractor in Linden, and it oversped the motor. We broke the back 2 motors. The next day, we had to go to Port Alberni, British Columbia, and rent it over there on the farm show. And they didn't have a clue that we didn't have 4 motors running. It sounded 2 motors sounded as good as 4.
You just ran 2, huh?
Oh, that's all we did.
Nice.
So,
nice.
But you gotta. We always maintain, and I've always told Stephen, we always have to make sure that we do this shit. And there's one guy that always maintained that with me, and it's my buddy Dennis Marson. So
Desperado, man, right on.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris Clays asked, Brad, do you remember Butch teaching you how to drink Crown Royal up in the tent trailer?
I can't drink Crown Royal no more. It's not good for me. It makes my shoes fall off.
Oh, well, at least it keeps your clothes on.
Makes my pants.
I'm okay with
that. Awesome. Yeah, I got to meet you guys up in Wyoming when we went to the Rick Johnson pull up there.
Yeah.
So I was up there with Larry and stuff, and I got to meet you and you showed the hauler and stuff. That's when you had the turbine tractor.
You had the jet there.
Yeah. That was the day that Adrian had the heart attack.
Yes.
And that was the most.
You were right there, and we're on it.
That was the most devastating thing in my life.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I'll make it brief, but Stephen was the next puller behind Adrian, and I pulled with Adrian for 25 years. And when that happened, Adrian pulled up to the sled, backed up, he went forward, and all of a sudden, he looked down, and I thought he was looking down to see the shifter, and then his head came up, and then he went on the throttle, and then his head went down again, and that's when his hand fell off the throttle, but it was on the throttle enough to move the truck.
Right.
And I that's when I just went. I flipped out. I'm waving my goddamn cane in the air like this to get the people. Stephen was there. They tried to get the body up underneath.
The body was hitting the sled, and
he was underneath the body. You know what? 25 years. If you go to the back of his truck, he puts the button and the body goes up. Yeah. How often? Panic situation. Right. Right. But you know what? With my son and what they did, they saved Adrian's life, and Adrian today.
Well, it's right there. I mean, if the ambulance right there, he wouldn't be with us, but it saved his life.
And it was I didn't even want to pull a tractor that night.
No, I don't blame you. Yeah,
we did, and my wife Sharon and Rick Johnson's wife, they helicoptered Adrian to where did they take him to? Billings, Montana, 90 miles away.
Right.
And my wife, Adrian's wife, and Rick's wife, they drove up there, and they were there 24 hours before we got there. And they did a triple bypass, quadruple bypass on him.
Yeah.
So, he's another great guy, great friend,
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
passed,
for us,
he passed 2 more times in the ambulance on the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They paddled them, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, for us, all us, I guess I have to class myself old guy now, you know. So, but that's okay, you know.
It's all right.
I still like to come out and kick ass on the young guys back in the old days, you know. But it's been a fun experience.
Sure.
Since 1974 till 1919 when we sold everything. We've been around the world. We pulled in Louisville. I won the World Finals in Indiana.
Wow.
To have Army Armstrong say, "Is there anybody going to beat the Canadian?"
Right, Army, right on.
The only one who got second was Adrian. You know, and then the funny part was the big shots. You know, the Grand National guys. You know, they all came up to us on Saturday night because we bumped up to the Grand National, and they said, "Geez, I hope you don't." And Roger Simon, I became a really good friend with him. Roger came up and said, "I hope you don't kick our ass the way you kicked theirs." You know? And I don't even know where you're from. You know?
Right, yeah.
So, but no, it's been a great time, and you know, I want to do it. I'd love to do it one more time. You know, so you know, I won't say no.
You're always welcome. You know, you're always welcome.
Oh, I know. I really know that. So
yeah.
But my son, I got to shut up for a while. I got to have a drink of beer.
Yeah, go for it.
Cheers.
Go for it.
Hey, cheers, brother.
There you go.
Look at that.
So that's supposed to be in Las Vegas, apparently, right? The $55 board, apparently.
That's what we were told, but good luck trying to find it, apparently.
Yeah, right. I know. It's like some of the other goose chases we go on.
Yeah. They knew where it was about 5 years ago, but when we were in Las Vegas, we met up with Steve Darnell. He knew where it was, but they figured it would turned into a hot rod.
Oh,
wow.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Man, the conversion from a full truck to a hot rod it's a lot. You know what I mean? You know, you're going from a solid chassis to independent. So
yeah,
that'd be cool to find it. If you know, at least find out where it's at. That'd be awesome, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
People that own a hot rod have no idea when they sit in the seat of a puller.
Nope.
They don't.
No, pulling's great. Pulling, you just get out there, you pull your pants down in front of everybody and let it rip, right? That works.
Make sure you got your shorts on.
Yeah, I got the shorts on. You don't know what's going to happen.
We're playing short,
go, right?
You don't want to show that little stubby.
Well, that's all you have two-wheeler.
Oh yeah, that was one of Dennis's trucks, right? Yeah, Grandpa's toy.
That was the winning pass in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Nice.
And I won the regional finals, and nobody beat us, and it was fun. I was number one puller, and Army Armstrong standing on the sideline when Stephen was down there. And we stood there for 16 hookers watching.
Oh my gosh, I hate that.
Oh man,
you want to try about sucking your tongue down your throat?
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So, but
now where did it end up at?
It's actually the bodies in the back of our yard along our fence. It's kind of I should have sent you a picture because it's kind of funny. It's pretty beat up. It was in Alberta. Went to Alberta when we sold the truck out into Darwell. One of the guys out there had it. He took the body off and put a Chevrolet on it, and then that truck actually went down. One of the Grand National trucks. There's a Chevrolet body on it down south somewhere. Actually, back east, it has it's still pulling with the same frame. Dennis's same frame that we had, he had, but they just have a little bit different things. And the only reason I know that is because you could see it had a roll cage. We put a roll cage in it in the tool drive. And it still has it in there to this day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool. Right on.
The old guy told a story about hanging
the chain deal was back in the 70s when we first started pulling the two-wheel drives. We had to have a chain on the front bumper.
There's wrong.
And it had to go to the ground, from the bumper to the ground, and then out 3 feet. And that's how high the truck had to be in the air the whole pass. The train had to be off the ground.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's how it was.
What, you're DQ'd?
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd win all the time, Jason. You'd be up there.
Oh yeah.
You're a 6-foot chain for that train. Yeah. Way up there.
And that's the chain. That was the chain rule.
Wow. I didn't know.
Come on, if we bring that back, that'd be cool, man. Just hang it up in the air.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Go. Get it.
Swing and go. Huh?
Oh, Fantasia had to get us with this one now.
Have to adjust the radio? Yeah.
Especially Denny.
Well, that's if I had a radio, I guess. But
No, I remember Al Thomas talking about a couple of the poles up there in Canada. They were huge.
yeah.
Just huge. I mean, there was trucks for days up there.
Yeah.
I think I just seen online some guy posted a bunch of pictures that was from I think Victoria or British Columbia, I think. But just man, I couldn't believe how many trucks showed up there. Just crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of over the years. We had a lot of stuff, and that truck there was Lonnie Strode's old truck.
Yeah.
And I bought that off Lonnie and then redid it. And but we pulled lots in Kamloops, British Columbia. I did 4 shows in Victoria, British Columbia. That was on the island, so you had to catch a ferry and go over on the ferry,
Wow.
And people just came. The pullers came just to go,
Wow.
And our hometown Matsqui. Now, a lot of everybody said, "How the hell do you say that word, Matsque?" It's called Matsqui, and we did that for years. And the last pull I did was in 2018. I did the show at the Matsqui Fair, and it was sold out crowd. And I gave out souvenir books from all the years that we pulled. I had made, I gave out, and I had all the pullers that pulled with us for all the years. I presented them in front of the crowd, all those books, and it was great, And
Awesome.
Do you have one of those, Hingham?
What's that?
You need one of those.
I got some. I'll have to dig them out. I got some from Canada. I do. I'll have to post them next time. But yeah, I got some.
That's cool.
You if you see Bob Giletti or those guys, they all got books because they pulled right there. They pulled from
The Godfather right there.
That was BC Place.
Wow.
And, BC Place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says right there, BC Place. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
when I sent books down, and Leroy gave it to them, and to all kinds of different. Everybody wanted a book, but I had 20 numbered books, hard-covered books with pictures of all the pullers throughout 25 years, and it was fantastic. And Steve Hensham got one. Jack Wheatley, Frank Wolk, all the guys got one, and so it was good. So
Ralph got one.
Ralph Tramp there. Ralph got one too.
Yeah.
Ralph.
And it was something that I wanted to do for the pullers because I was a puller and I always thought it was great to get something.
That's a great idea.
I wanted to present that to them in front of everybody.
That's a great idea. We got to do that too. So,
That's awesome.
That's
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a belt buckle and that goes in the drawer, but you get a book that's 2 feet by 1 foot, hard page, all the good pictures in, and it reminisce,
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's just like with these old pictures that are now starting to surface and everything else. And Donnie's been posting a lot of old pictures and stuff. But you bring back vehicles like I've always remembered this vehicle. And I didn't know you guys had it at one time, and I think it was Gary Fernandez or Fernandez truck for a while and stuff.
White
Lightning. And these older trucks like White Lightning, Tea Time. you know, these ones we watched growing up, you know, it's fun to see these old ones.
Those are the cool. That's the cool stuff. Anybody can build a new body. Look at all these tool drives that are back east. A lot of them new body style Chevrolets, Colorados. Go back to the old stuff. That's the cool stuff.
That's
right. That is the cool stuff, man.
Every one of those pullers, like White Lightning, the Falconet,
Ted Rosen.
Ted
Rosen?
Tea Time.
No. All those vehicles. I bought those son of a bitchin' vehicles when we were in Louisville, Kentucky, and we were all partying. Leroy was there and Dave was there.
Yeah.
And there was 10 of us there, and I said, "Hey, whatever happened with White Lightning?" Well, hang on, let me give him a call. Phoned him up, and next thing you know, I bought the son of a bitchin' thing, and we're down in Louisville. Oh no! Now what? My wife's going to kill me. You know? And every time I went to California, like when I bought the Falcon, she said, "Don't you come home with another puller."
And you came home with White Lightning.
Yeah, and we would. You know what? Danny was such a short guy, 5 foot high.
Yeah.
And I'm 6'2", just shy over 150 pounds.
Yeah, looking good.
On my left leg, you know.
That's the metric system.
I bought that truck the year one year when the cow poly. And I went down there. It was in Ramus's shop. I get down there. Oh my God, we got to fix the seat so I can sit in this thing. So we had to cut everything, move the seat back almost 2 feet so I could sit in the thing, you know. And then we ran this thing, and it's been a great circus for us.
Where'd it go?
It went to Tennessee, and it's still pulling in Tennessee.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it had a 572 Chevrolet in it.
Uh-huh.
And it just, anytime I sold stuff to people, you buy stuff from people, it's wore out.
Yeah.
Pretty much wore out. When I sell stuff to people, it's ready to roll, you know. Yeah. And it's the way it is. I mean, you want to go pulling, let's go pulling. So
there you go.
No, it's good, man. It's too bad that, you know, the 2-wheel drive class kind of went away on the West Coast. It just did, you know, with whatever, promoters, money, whatever. There's just not a lot left. And the 2-wheel drive class was cool because, you know, after the 6,200-pound modifieds ran, they'd run the 2-wheel drives and then run the super modifieds. And, you know, that's been gone for a long time. And, man, it'd be really cool to see some more 2-wheel drives back out here. It really would. There's just, you know, there's a handful of us left from here up to Washington, Oregon, a couple guys, you know, Chris Clays and have them in, and they're just, it's not where, you know, not where it used to be, you know. Right. And that I love the 2-wheel drive class. I love all the classes, but the 2-wheel drive class was cool because you just didn't know what was going to happen with the 2-wheel drive. It's kind of like a fortune cookie. Yeah. You know, you get out there, hook the sled, break it open. You don't know if you're going to go off to the side or, you know, hit the corn dog booth. You just keep rolling, you know.
Right.
Let it rip, right, guys?
Morgan just brought out the one and only again.
Yeah. So. Oh, yeah. That's cool that Borba's got that rolling again, man. They did a great job getting that thing restored like it used to. I mean, it looks like it did back in the 80s. It looks awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Everything looks good. Yeah. I look forward to
maybe it's a spark to get other people going. You know?
Yeah, and Brian said we need 2 for a class. So if he's there and I'm there, there's a class. All right, good deal.
Yeah.
You know, I can get second place is second, or for whatever.
Even Brad built another one. You know, there's 3. So
there you go. Yeah.
No, man, Brad, you guys had, you know, West Coast staple, Canada, all that. This whole side of the world was all about you guys. You know. You were a big player, Ron Mealing, Morrison. I mean, there was a lot of guys that had all the big 2-wheel drives and you know, kept all the poles going, that part of it, you know, which is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, there's lots of them still in Alberta. I mean, we could pull in Alberta if you wanted to, but I mean, it's just as far to go to Alberta as to come to California, right? It's It's 1,000 miles. It's 1,000 miles. I mean, they got half a dozen to 6 or 7 2-wheel drives in Alberta that you can go pull with out there. They're good guys out there.
Right on.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man.
Kimmy wants to know what's the furthest you guys have ever traveled to pull.
Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah.
How long was that?
3,500 miles.
Ooh,
One way.
Wow.
5,428 kilometers.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to convert that down here, buddy. You have to convert that. We don't do kilometers down here.
Too long. 4 days to get there. 5 days to get there.
Wow.
Just to get there one way.
How many is that beer miles?
Your hauler is like a Taj Mahal, so I mean, I'm sure that you didn't suffer coming down.
No.
You know, one year, the year we were in Indiana, Fort Wayne, it was so goddamn cold there that we had to leave the motorhome run all day, all night.
Oh wow!
And it was a cab over that I bought off Jerry Strode.
Oh, there
way
you go.
back in the day.
Yeah.
And the puller went in the back, and wouldn't you believe it? We were sitting there, and the thing ran. The shit tank froze up solid.
Oh,
no!
and that's not the bad part. Then it split.
oh no! So you leaked all the way back to Canada.
So
Turned popsicles.
Fred Choker was there with us. He came there, and that thing ran for. It had a big Cam 400 in it, and it ran for 5 days. And when we went to take off, it had so much fuel in the muffler that you couldn't see anything behind you.
Oh my gosh!
But this is all about pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
But
That's crazy.
you know, we've had our share of goods, ups and downs, and you know, I really enjoy my friends, my enemies, and I really enjoy everybody. You know,
exactly, and that's what it's all about. You know,
it's exactly. I don't think I could quit. I'd like to.
yeah,
maybe quit talking about it, but
yeah. There you go. It's in our blood. Can't do
but
that.
when I go to a poll and watch and meet up with everybody, it's really perfect. You know, just to go see everybody. You know?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, right on, man. That's so awesome.
Yeah, we all go and meet up. We have a great time for a 30-second ride, you know.
Longer than drag racing.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No, it's a whole experience, you know, getting there the days before, the days after.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I mean, the trash talking starts way before we even go. You know?
You got to do that. That keeps it going.
That talking goes all year long.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Even at Christmas, you guys are ruthless at Christmas. I mean, where are you going?
Yeah.
Snow on the ground. Everybody's talking again. So that's all right. We're good.
In the early 80s, we pulled 48 times 1 year.
Oh my
wow.
Up and down the West Coast.
Wow.
We went as far as Vanderhoof, British Columbia. That's like 1,000 miles from Alaska.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's way.
And then all the way down to Cal Poly and
San Diego, maybe
Cow Palace. I mean,
Anaheim.
Everywhere. And you know, that was a long year, and we had a great time. But the problem we all know now is the cost of fuel.
Yeah.
You know,
Ridiculous.
It's killing us to go somewhere
where
something you want to do and enjoy.
Yeah.
But you don't now. I don't even think you can retain your travel expenses anymore.
No way.
Not even close.
Can't write nothing
close. Yeah, you can't.
You know,
it's a hobby. Period. It's
love of the sport. That's all it is.
money out. Love of the sport. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We were in it for the money. We should have quit years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have got into gambling. You know, we could all pooled our money together, bought a casino. They make it, you know?
No kidding. Yeah. Brad, did you ever pull it with Leonard Hansen with Mr. Simpson?
Ontario, Oregon.
Yeah.
No,
Mr. Simpson?
Definitely don't recall that one.
He had Mr. Simpson, which was the
that's Leonard Hansen.
Yeah.
yeah, and he had the Alley Cat, the red Jeep.
Yeah.
Him and who's the other guy out of they were out of Ontario, Oregon. Of course, Dick Lee lives there now still, and he used to have the truck called Eeyore.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Two-wheel drive.
Back in the early 70s, and that's how I actually got into pulling. Was a 72 Chevrolet Dick Lee came along with, and 72 Chevrolet. He was out of Ontario, Oregon, and then he built a two-engine tractor. What was it called?
Dick Lee?
Yeah.
Eeyore.
No, that was
The 2-engine truck?
That was General Lee.
Yeah,
General Lee.
General Lee was a 2-engine tractor. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have to laugh because we were up in Washington State one weekend, and Dick come out, go to do a burnout, and just like Ronnie Melling did a burnout, and it caught so bad, and the thing did a wheelie, it came down. Next thing you know, you got 2 oil pans gone, and the crankshafts are grinding in the dirt. You know?
No.
And you know, to go all that way to make $400. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Didn't pay for an oil pan.
Oh,
man.
So,
but, you know, Dick was a great guy, too. I mean, God damn. He was a legend, you know. So, but it just.
Yeah, he built some good stuff. He ran around with Ray Dodson. Remember Ray Dodson?
Yes, Ray Dodson,
special two-wheel drive.
Wow.
48, I think 48 or 49.
The Coca-Cola truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you ever find that, Ingham?
Yeah, it was for sale in Idaho. It ended up at a car lot, believe it or not. No motor, no tranny, looked a little beat up. And apparently it went to Montana. The last I heard, somebody bought it, and I haven't heard nothing else.
Oh, wow.
But I followed it at least that far.
I wonder if Burchett's got it.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know that I got some pictures I should have sent to John, but it was guy traded. I don't know if he did a car trade or truck trade or something, but the Coca-Cola special
trade-in, yeah.
yeah, ended up on a car lot, you know. Still looked pretty good. I mean, body and everything, you know, no motor, no tranny, but it's somewhere. Somebody knows where it's at. Anybody listening tonight, pipe in on one of us. Let us know where it's at. It'd be cool to see what's going again. That was cool.
It's the same as
I know Ray went all over. He went to Alaska when you guys. I mean, that was a big pull up there. A bunch of guys that all. Yeah, you guys went up there too. That big pull. That was a TNT pull, I believe, right, Brad?
Yeah. That I didn't go, but Fred Choker went and Jerry Strodes went, and I didn't go that year. But that's a shitting long ways to go, man.
Yeah, I think Leonard Hansen. I remember he was towing Alley Cat and Mr. Simpson. I think he blew like 13 tires on his trailer getting up there.
Oh wow!
You know, everything else, had an old 3-axle mobile home trailer, and I kept blowing them, but they made it up there and pulled and got back, so that was good.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah, it's so and another thing too. If anybody hears, I would love to buy the buckboard truck back. Okay, if anybody hears, I mean, I would love to have my other truck back, but that ain't going to happen. So if anybody hears the buckboard truck, please let me know or let you guys know. And that one right there. That was one of the 3 trucks, that Hog Wild and my Parts and Pieces truck.
There's the chain. You can see
the chain hanging off the front?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was it. That was the chain, man.
I'll be dead. That's crazy.
How come I don't get to do that game no more? Man, there's no chains to compete with. I'll try it. Hey, JB,
you're not head off, man.
If I don't try that chain, you guys just, tell me to go home.
We're going to try the chain trick at Willits, okay?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I like it. Let's do it at Willits. I'll do it. Yeah, I'm down.
We'll dangle a beer off the end of that chain and see how you do.
No, make sure it's got a flip switch so it can run up in the cab.
Okay.
You don't want that thing to hit the ground.
Oh, dang. Buckboard, huh?
Because you talked, like you said, you talked to Darnell. Darnell thought he might know where that was, huh?
Yeah, it was. Well, we were going to have a vehicle made or built by us with our old 48 Ford that we had way back when we found it, but things went sideways, and then about a year later, we asked him. I phoned him down there because I talked to him quite a bit, and he did see it in Vegas one time.
Yeah. Wow.
He said he knew it was in Vegas because it was sold to a guy just across the Bellingham, scrap guy that we used to deal with way back when. Joey Haberman knows him. I think his name was Phil. Phil, yeah. He's still around. He had it. We sold it to him, and then it went south down to Las Vegas. And after that, it's a mystery.
Well, everybody on here tonight, you guys start putting the feelers out. If you know where the 55 buckboard is, or somebody that might know any information, get a hold of Campbell's. That'd be cool. As they can get the truck back if it's available. That'd be awesome.
Now that'd be really great.
As many vehicles as you guys have built, just build one. I mean,
Pardon me?
As many vehicles as you guys have built and bought and sold, why not just build one?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Cheaper to
Steve's
buy
voice
them.
was not very good on that one. He's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Cheaper to buy it.
Yeah,
it's just not like the original CD. I mean, I get it. Yeah, but
I know. I get that too.
Yeah.
It's not the original, but
I mean, there's lots of stuff for sale, but
yeah.
Say hi, Ruby.
Hi.
Hey, Ruby.
I'm going to say over the years with the Mini, the two-wheel drive, the tractors, I'm going to say, without sitting down with all my fingers and my socks off, 13 vehicles.
Wow.
And we had a great time with every one of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's just too bad that my grandsons and my granddaughter now, who's 15, would love to get back in the seat and do it. You know.
Yeah.
But it might happen. You never know.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell us a little bit about these whenever you guys got these. I know where they're at now, but, you know, when you guys got them and stuff.
Yeah, they were sold to Wade in Idaho.
Right.
Yeah, in Idaho. He bought the whole shit and caboodle, man. He bought everything. Right. Those were great. Those were tough trucks. I mean, we had fun with those. That was when we Simons took our tractor. We took his two trucks, and away we went.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
that was. I hope that's not the past where I'm trying to beat Steven in California.
That's
California sled. That's a Canadian sled there.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, Steven, we were down in California at that deal for Donnie.
Clement.
Yeah, Clement. Yeah. So we were down there, and God, I can't let my kid beat me. And so he went out there and he went like 285 feet or 300 feet. I don't know what it was exactly. Well, I came out there and I got on the throttle at about 175 feet. Started smoke coming flying everywhere. And I pulled out of the throttle. I said, bugger this. I threw the throttle back on and went as far as I could until it just came to totally in pieces.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
And then I said, we towed it back to the pits, and I said, I ain't looking at it tonight. Let's drink some beer, and we'll have a look tomorrow.
Over that.
There's more aluminum pistons up in the valve cover than there was in the pan.
Oh, wow. Oh, Clements. That was the Clements.
But Stephen did win the deal on the two-wheel drive class. He got the Super Bowl ring, and it was good. I mean,
that was a good deal.
See, this is all about family. This is how the sport started, family.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I like how you think though, Brad. That's a good deal. You know that hey, this have some beers. We'll worry about it tomorrow, next week, whatever. This just enjoy it right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
Nothing you can do then.
You're absolutely right. You know. And,
no, right on, guys.
Very
And
good.
Yeah, we had some.
And like what Brad
Great
said,
polls.
too, that's how all of us got to all know each other. You know, we probably wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for pulling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know, Jay. I seen you at the strip club a lot. You know, down there. You know, a couple of the places.
By Mopar Park somehow.
Just use the trucks.
Chevy guys hanging out at the Mopar Strip Club. I mean, whatever. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's why I get on my oil. You know, they got, you know, those guys leak oil so bad I can suck it out of the parking lot, use it for my truck, you know.
Yeah.
Things leak oil bad, you know.
We actually have tomorrow night. We have a fundraiser just 60 miles east of us. A young lad got in a bad accident and was on life support, and they came off today and they put the car show on, and they're going all the hot rods to go up there. We have a bunch of hot rods now, and so our company, we donated a 6-liter Chevrolet package to be given away with a $25 raffle ticket tomorrow night at this deal to help out this young lad. And you know, just it's all about working with the community,
right?
And we'll never quit doing that. Okay.
Right. No, that's
good. That's good.
So
deal.
it's we'll actually we'll send some pictures.
You give them a warranty too, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, hell yeah. 6 beer or 6 feet.
There you go.
I like it. I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Good for you guys. Good. Thanks. That's awesome.
Kimmy wants to know if there's a way to donate to that fundraiser online.
No, that's it's all in person tomorrow because it's such a short thing that happens so fast. They want to do it all at the event and then carry on for the family. So thank you though for asking.
She's a sweetheart. I got a good one there.
Yeah, you do. You know, we're all here to help. So if there's anything, you know how to get a hold of us for whatever, man. You know.
Yeah. Right on, guys.
All right, guys.
You ready for my question?
Yeah, hit it, Chris.
Big question. So this is to both of you, Steve and Brad. If you could drive anybody's pulling vehicle, whose would it be and where? Anybody's.
I would love to drive Bill Lashner's 4-engine tractor.
Yeah, Dirt Slinger.
The original Dirt Slinger. Yeah.
I became really good friends with Bill Lashner when we bought the jet tractor off him.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
I bet.
And if I was going to do that, that would be the tractor I would want to drive. Either that, or I would want to drive the guy from New York,
Joe Eder.
Joe Eder's tractor.
Joe Eder's tractor, yeah.
And Joe Eder was Bill Astor's partner on the jet. And you know what? Those two guys, they're great guys. But that would be. I don't want to drive a 2-wheeler. I drove all in. I want to drive I would want to drive a 4-engine tractor that I know that hauls ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
They do.
I know our jet tractor hauled ass, but I couldn't fit in the seat very good because there was not enough room in there, you know. But I don't know, Stephen. You tell them what you want to drive.
They build them for little Chinamen, huh?
It'd definitely be a tractor, but I think I'd do it light unlimited with a 2-engine, right? I mean those.
Oh yeah, those are like fun.
Those are some wicked tractors that have some serious horsepower.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they get up and start dancing on the front end, and they're hauling ass.
They're a handful. Yeah.
And you look at the Simons that had them for the longest time. That were hard to beat. And
like a step up from the Mini. You know, Mini's really out of control, and then the 2 engines a little bit out of control, and then you got 4 engines that's like.
Yeah.
One thing about a 4-engine tractor, and I always said, every time I drove our 4-engine tractor, is you had to pick a spot at the far end of the pole. If it was a telephone pole, a tree, or no matter what it was, you picked that spot and you watched that spot, because when you threw the throttle on, all you saw was four throttles go on, and then shake the shit out of you, and you didn't know where you're going. But you did see that post at the other end.
You had to make sure it was high too, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, JB, it's like Willis. You got to pick a point, two-wheel driver or tractor to get to those posts at the end.
Yeah.
Chris, you seen that? There's those two posts at the end of the finish line.
Yeah.
So, you get rolling on a two-wheel driver or tractor, you got to pick one side or the other, because if you don't, you're going to hit one of them. I aim for the middle.
I'm all in with you, Jason. I know all that about.
Oh, boy.
Right on.
I know you do. Well,
It's
that's
been a great
awesome,
time
guys.
talking with you guys.
Hey, great time talking to you guys, Brad. Steve, I hope to see you again.
Yeah, oh yeah, you will.
We'll see you down the road, I'm sure.
Yeah. I hope so.
Oh yeah,
Hope
you
to
will.
see you guys.
Yeah.
Come down and play, have a beer, something.
If you don't see us, we'll see you at the.
No, it's Canadian, Chris. It's
We'll see you in
beers.
Vegas again.
There you go.
Not
We'll see
one
you in Vegas
beer
again.
for Canada.
Yeah, you're buying, Steve. You're buying.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
I have 4 spots in Vegas on the finish line.
Come down.
All right.
I tried to download that video from
Oh, you
Vegas
couldn't?
whenever we were sitting there, and I couldn't get the download because that was a good conversation between Brad and another Canadian that lived on the other side of Canada, and they were fighting back and forth about who's the better coolers.
Did you get that video of Ronnie's old truck, the old Falcon that I sent you? Did you get that one?
No, I didn't get that one.
Oh, shit. That's too bad.
Oh,
Better late than ever.
Hey,
Where's my
Thought
son?
I'd
What are
say
you doing?
Hey, Jason.
how's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
Double
Sorry to
ugly.
interrupt.
What's
Just
up,
wanted to
man?
He just showed up to say hi. You got questions for him now? Huh? Come on.
No, because I don't even know what's going on. Kind of typical, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
well, did Kelsey at least win the game?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as they tried hard, did good, that's all, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it was,
Play
good.
hard, man. That's
It
it.
was- it was a fun game to watch, so that's good.
Good.
But yeah, Brad and Steve, next time Vegas, everything else,
Absolutely.
it's always fun when you guys come out and have fun.
Yeah, we'll be there. Never miss that.
Yeah, it'd be good to see you guys again for sure.
Hopefully.
Steve, I think last time we were at Clemens, man, I think I had 10 times 40 beers with you, Canadian, so there's a different level, but it was good, man.
They're hard to
It
keep
was
up
good for you guys.
Bring the real Canadian beer down, not that watered shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
good, yeah, bring it, yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Well, hopefully you'll be going down to Vegas with a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, you never know.
Never know.
Can't say too much.
Hopefully this will get it out there. I mean, we'll just go ahead and put the picture back up one more time, but hopefully
Yeah.
I'll get this
Oh
out.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we need to find that. I'm going to start putting feelers out too.
Find that
Just,
truck.
That's
get it
sweet.
out, people. Find that truck. Someone knows something. There's no doubt about it in this world.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, it'd be great to have that truck back and go kick some ass.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And they weren't no power in any means, okay? They made 500 horsepower, 600 at the very most. But they were the most fun trucks we ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Because-
wheelie, man. I mean, that's the crowd don't believe it. Oh, we're gonna pick the front end off the ground. No, you're not. Yeah, we're gonna watch this. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah,
Hold my beer. Watch this.
yeah, hold this. Yeah, look out for the fence. Watch out for the flag man. Yeah, we'll get it.
Watch out for that tree.
And actually, Jason, you said something there. It is a weird feeling when you're sitting in front of a two-wheel drive up in the air as a flag man going, okay, which way is he going to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, which way is it gonna go?
Looking at
Yeah.
the bottom of the truck going, what am I even doing here?
Actually, Bobby Morrill said that to me. We were down there at when the COVID stuff was going on. Down there at the Cherry Farm at
Castile.
Yeah, we were down there, and he was like, I got up there and got rolling, and he's like doing this with the flag. Yep. Okay. Good. Yep. Okay.
Like airport.
Yeah.
Flagging them in.
And some point.
Usually, the only time we see that with 4-wheel drive is when Gish is driving. So
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Come on. Yeah. Oregon knows how to drive. They can get down the track straight.
Because of this, we have to have a sight test now before we can drive.
Right.
Brad,
Yeah,
Steve,
thank you,
always
Brad,
good
Steve.
talking to you guys, man.
Yeah,
Always
thank you,
good.
Brad, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Okay,
It's
guys.
a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys, and I wish you luck all year.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
You
you.
guys are awesome. Good seeing you, man. God bless you guys, man. Awesome.
Yeah, God bless.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.
You bet.
Ron, I never saw a flag, man.
Yeah, he never has.
Hey,
Yeah.
I bet you haven't, Ron. I bet you haven't.
Ask Ron this question. He said sometimes he put his helmet on backwards, and I'm not even lying.
Yeah.
Dude, he had that Falcon helmet. He said sometimes, screw it, I'm just gonna put it on backwards. And then just go. I'm not lying. Ask him. He'll tell you.
Oh, damn. That's
His
hilarious.
name is cool too.
I believe it. I believe it.
All right, boys. I'm gonna get something to eat. Good seeing you guys.
You. Me
Yeah, great show, guys.
Hold on,
Hey,
hold on,
Yeah,
Gish.
way to go, Gish.
I'll play us out. Hold on.
Play us out.